Hello students, hope all are well. Today I am going to discuss more about angles. In my previous videos already I have discussed definition of angles, different types of angle as per their measurements. Now in this video I am going to discuss pair of angles, that is supplementary angles, complementary angles, linear pair, vertically opposite angles, and the conditions, and why the vertically opposite angles are equal, and what are the conditions of linear pair angles. So without wasting time, let me start. Hello, today I am going to discuss more about lines and angles. So let me start. Angles. So what is angle? Two rays having the same initial point form an angle. If two rays have same common point, that is initial point must be same, then they form an angle. So an angle can also be formed when the lines or line segments meet or intersect each other. So in different ways also we can form angles. When two lines or line segment intersect at a point, then four angles form. So already we discussed this concept in my previous videos. Now I am going to discuss something more. So let us start. So here see in this figure, AOB is an angle. So here AOB is an angle, and we use this notation to denote an angle. Now types of angles already we discussed. So now have a look. If acute angle, what is acute angle? More than 0 degree but less than 90 degree. Within this, whatever the measurement of an angle lies between this, then the angle is known as acute angle. Right angle equal to 90 degree. So exactly equal to 90 degree, that angle is known as right angle. Obtuse angle more than 90 degree and less than 180 degree. If measurement is more than 90 degree but less than 180 degree, then the angle is known as obtuse angle. Straight angle. So an angle whose measurement is equal to 180 degree, then this is known as straight angle. So reflex angle, the angle whose measurement is more than 180 degree but less than 360 degree, then the angle is known as reflex angle. Complete angle. So an angle whose measurement is equal to 360 degree is known as complete angle. So now this is supplementary angles, that is angles means so more than one angle is related. Now what is the definition of supplementary angles? Two angles are said to be supplementary angles if the sum of their measure is 180 degree and each of these angle is called a supplement of other angle. So now see, for example, the angle 60 degree and 120 degree. If we add, by the definition, sum of two angles should be 180 degree. So 60 degree plus 120 degree is 180 degree. That means 60 degree and 120 degree form an supplementary angle. So and each of them, 60 is the supplement of 120 and 120 is the supplement of 60. So now in the figure, see the figure, this is angle ABC, this is 60 degree, and angle DEF 120 degree. So they form supplementary angles. In the figure, angle ABC and angle DEF is a pair of supplementary angles. Now complementary angles. What is complementary angles? Two angles are said to be complementary angles if the sum of their measure is 90 degree. In supplementary, sum of measure is 180 degree and complementary sum of measure is 90 degree. And each of these angle is called the complement of other. For example, angles 40 degree and 50 degree are complementary angles, as 40 degree plus 50 degree equal to 90 degree. So now see the figure, this is 40 degree and 50 degree. If we add this, they form a 90 degree angle. So that is 40 degree plus 50 degree equal to 90 degree. So they are complementary angles. So now adjacent angles. What is adjacent angles? So two angles are said to be adjacent angles if they have common vertex. Now they have common vertex and a common arm. Non-common arms lie on the opposite sides of the common arm. Now these are the conditions. There should be two angles and have common vertex and a common arm. it should, that is two angles should be together, then only we will have their common vertex. And the other condition is non-common arms lie on the opposite sides of the common arm. Definitely see, this is the figure. So in this figure, this is angle AOB and angle BOC. So now OB is the common arm and this is the common vertex. Common vertex means this is common for both the angles, angle AOB as well as angle BOC. So OB is the common arm and non-common arms are, that is OC and OA. OA and OC are non-common arms and they should lie on the opposite sides of the common arm. This is OB is common and this is OA and OC are on the both either sides of the common arm. Then they form, this system form a pair of adjacent angles. That is, two angles are said to be adjacent angles if they have a common vertex, a common arm, and the non-common arms lie on the opposite sides of the common. So this is the definition of adjacent angles and this is the figure. So now next, see, this is the figure, here same figure. So now in the adjoining figure, angle AOB and angle BOC have a common vertex O. O is the common vertex, the common arm is OB and the non-common arms OA and OC lie on the opposite sides of O. So they should lie, all the conditions of that is adjacent angles are satisfied by this figure. So thus angle AOB and angle BOC are adjacent angles. So note, angle AOC and BOC are not adjacent angles. So this is angle AOC and BOC are not adjacent angles. The region is AOC and BOC. Now see here OC, OC. That is common arm is OC. That's but the common arm is not in between the non-common arms. Here non-common arms are, if we consider these two angles, angle AOC and BOC, non-common arms are OA and OB. OC is common arm, but their non-common arms are not lying on the opposite sides of the common arm. They have a common arm OC, but the other arms OA and OB are not on the opposite sides of OC. That's why angles AOC and BOC are not adjacent. So note down this. So maybe by mistakes sometimes you may write this, but this is not correct. Linear pair angles. Now what is linear pair angle? Two adjacent angles are said to be form a linear pair if non-common arms are two opposite rays. That is, if their non-common arms lie on a straight line. So now see, this is the figure, non-common. This is 60 degree, 120 degree. Here OB is the common and OA and OC are non-common arms. They must form a opposite rays, or we can say this is a line. Here AC is a line or CA is a line and OB stands on AC. And whatever the angles, their sum is definitely 180 degree. If we write 50 and 130, then also 180 degree, 90, 90, 180, like this. So this is linear pair. So linear pair means they must be supplementary as well as adjacent. So if these conditions are satisfied, then we can say they form a linear pair angle. So in the above figure, angle AOB and angle BOC form a linear pair. The reason is the non-common arms OA and OC are two opposite rays. This is non-common arms should be form opposite rays. The condition satisfied, therefore this is a linear pair. Angles at a point. So now at a point, now see, this is the figure. In this figure, this is the point. Now how many angles are there? That was not mentioned. So angles at a point, that means if we add all the points, the sum should be 360 degree. Here how many angles? No matter, angle AOB, angle BOC, angle COD, angle DOA. We start from A, again we have to go A. So if we add all these angles, then we will get 360 degree. That's why that is angles at a point sum up to 360 degree. That is complete angle. So in this figure, angle AOB plus angle BOC plus angle COD plus angle DOA. Now see the writing process. If we start from A, AOB, then again we start from B, BOC, again start from C, COD, again start from D, DOA. So we came to this A. We start from A, again last one is also A, that is the complete circle is complete. So if there may be more rays, so number of angles may be more, but sum is 360 degrees. This is angle at a point. So your number is not fixed, so it may be any, maybe 3, maybe 4, maybe 10 angles, so but sum of all the angles should be 360 degree. Vertically opposite angles. Now most important concept, this is vertically opposite angles. Now this will help you to solve the questions in higher classes. So if the concept is not clear, then there will be problem. So that's why I am going to discuss in details what is vertically opposite angle. Now see, this is the definition. If two lines intersect at a point, then the angles formed with the opposite rays are said to be a pair of vertically opposite angles. Now see in the figure, see the figure. This is the figure. AB and CD are two lines. They intersect at O. Now when they intersect at a point, then four angles are formed. Angle AOC, angle COB, angle BOD, and angle AOD. So now in the figure shown alongside, two lines AB and CD intersect each other at a point O. Thus, the two pairs of vertically opposite angles are formed. They are, what are the vertically opposite angles? If we say AOC, what is the opposite of AOC? BOD. Again, if we say AOD, now opposite to AOD, BOC. There are four, total number of angles 4, so two pairs. So AOC is opposite to BOD and AOD is opposite to BOC. So vertically opposite angles are equal. So whatever the shape, if this is 60 degree, definitely this is 120 degree. If this is 60, then this also will be 60. So vertically opposite angles are equal. We can prove this. So now that is vertically opposite angles are equal means AOC equal to BOD and AOD equal to BOC. So now here we are going to prove vertically opposite angles are equal. Since the ray OQ extends on the lines RS, see this is RS, OQ extends on the, so sum of these two angles should be 180 degree. Linear pair, the concept of linear pair. So angle, which angle? Angle ROQ plus angle QOS equal to 180 degree. Again, since the ray OR, this is OR, extends on PQ, then what we have? Angle POR plus angle ROQ equal to 180 degree, same concept, linear pair. So now this is also 180 degree, this is also 180 degree. If you mark question number 1, 2, so from this what we can write? That is their reference side should be equal, angle ROQ plus angle QOS and equal to angle POR plus angle ROQ. So now ROQ from both sides we can cut equal amount. So after cancelling this ROQ from both sides, what we get? QOS equal to POR. QOS equal to POR. So now this is one pair of vertically opposite angles. Similarly, we can prove POS equal to QOR. Intersecting lines. Now what is intersecting lines? Two lines are said to be intersecting lines if they have a common point. So now see, this is one line, this is another line, this is the point common. So this is the common point. So then we say this is two lines L and M are intersecting lines, and this point O is the point of intersection. This is the point O. Now this point O, this point O is point of intersection. So now this is known as pair of intersecting lines, two lines. So if they have a common point or they intersect at a point, then they are known as intersecting lines. So now parallel lines. What is parallel lines? Two lines are said to be parallel if they lie in the same plane. They must lie in the same plane and do not intersect each other. However, for them they are extended. That means lines can be extended. So now if two lines are lying on a plane, but they don't intersect, whatever their length given, but when we extend, if they intersect, they are not parallel lines. So now see, these are the examples, and their distance at any point they are equal. So this distance at any distance are equal. This line L and M are parallel to each other. So now in the adjoining figure, lines L and M are parallel to each other. So in the adjoining figure, lines L and M have no point in common, and the distance between them is same everywhere. So distance, if we find distance here, what is the distance? If this is 3 centimeter, here is also 3 centimeter. Distance between these two lines everywhere same. So then these types of lines are known as parallel lines. So if L is parallel to M, and we use this notation to express, that is, these two lines are parallel to each other. This is the notation to represent two lines are parallel. So this line L is parallel to M, two vertical lines. So the symbol this is used to denote the parallel.